Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Dark Knight Studios coming at you with another one. This will be my Week 9 NFL predictions, and let me say ahead of time, I have a few upsets, so be warned, no hate in the comments. You can disagree, but no hate, please. And before I start that, let me start off with this season. I don't give my against the spread or anything. I just go with who I predict to win, and then I give you my scores. But as far as my predictions go on just winners and losers of each game, I stand at 80 correctly. I stand at 80, 38, and 1 on correct predicted winners. That means I have correctly predicted 80 out of 119 correct, which I think is pretty good. But now to the big one here. Okay, we start off with Thursday Night Football, my favorite NFL team. You can see I'm a big Packers fan, but there will be games, I will say right now, that I will actually pick against the Packers because I don't think that they can win the games. So stay tuned for that. But starting off Thursday night, Green Bay Packers visiting the San Francisco 49ers. Any other time, I would take the Niners. I originally took the 49ers at home in this one, but I'm picking the Packers to win because the 49ers, Jimmy Garoppolo is out for, I think 4 to 6 weeks. George Kittle's out at least 8 weeks. Richard Sherman's still on injured reserve. Nick Bosa is injured. Solomon Thomas is injured. Ezekiel Ansah is injured. The Niners just have way too many offensive and defensive injuries. Tevin Coleman's going to be out, I believe. So I still think it's going to be close. I think Nick Mullins will be the starter for the Niners, and I do think it will be close. But the Packers will hang on 30-23 by a touchdown. Next, we get to one that I'm going to call a blowout of the week. But let me just say, it will not be my first game I pick as a blowout. Okay, I actually went back and forth on this one. It's the Houston Texans and Deshaun Watson visiting the Jacksonville Jaguars, who will be starting rookie quarterback Jake Luton. I apologize if I said the name wrong. Yeah, the Texans, I have them winning this one, whooping them, just like they did at home. Texans on the road, 38-20 by 3 scores. Next, we have the New York Giants visiting the Washington football team. Let me say, mad credit to the New York Giants. They gave the Tampa Bay Buccaneers a fight last night, and it came down to a stopped 2-point conversion by the Bucs to hang on by 2 points, 25-23. I don't think anybody expected the Giants to be close in that one. Neither did I. I had the Buccaneers 38-17. I did not expect the Giants to make that one close, but they did. So mad props to the Giants. Daniel Jones just needs to get his interceptions down and throw a little more accurate. But on to the predictions. Most people was like, oh, Washington's got the better defense. This will be one of my upsets of the week. Giants on the road over Washington by a touchdown, 27-20. Then another straight upset. Most people think Baltimore Ravens are going to walk into Indianapolis, walk all over them. Not so fast. Give me the Colts in an upset by a field goal, 27-24. Then we have the Detroit Lions at the Minnesota Vikings. And the Vikings did just upset the Packers in Lambeau. And the Packers are going to be without A.J. Dillon. They have some people on the COVID list. And the Vikings are coming off a big win. Make that 2 in a row for Minnesota. Give me the Vikings by a touchdown, 28-21. Then we have, I think, what will be a good game. The Chicago Bears at the Tennessee Titans. I really think the Bears should go back to Mitchell Trubisky because Nick Foles started off playing well, but these last few games, he has just not been playing good at all. He's throwing interceptions. You can't run like Mitchell Trubisky can. Give me the Titans after suffering 2 straight losses to the Steelers and then the Bengals of all teams. Give me the Titans finally ending their 2-game losing streak by beating the Bears by 7, 24-17. Then we have the Carolina Panthers at the Kansas City Chiefs. I do think the Panthers will keep it somewhat close for a little bit, but I expect the Chiefs to pull away slightly. Chiefs 34-23 over the Panthers. Then, the biggest upset of the week, people. I am calling it right now. It is the Seattle Seahawks at the Buffalo Bills. Everybody thinks Seattle. Russell Wilson, hands down, should be MVP because he is playing like a beast. He has this Seahawks team on fire right now. But this Bills defense is pretty decent. Yeah, they need some corner help. They didn't make a trade, but they did sign cornerback Darryl Worley. And I am going to pick the Bills in my biggest upset of the week. Well, besides the Colts over the Ravens. Give me the Bills by 3, 34-31 on a game-winning field goal. Then we have the Las Vegas Raiders visiting the surprising Los Angeles Chargers. Justin Herbert. I think he's the future. He has played pretty darn good. And I went back and forth on this one. Originally, I picked the Chargers, but I'm switching. I think the Raiders are just slightly better. The Chargers' defense is not as good as it could be. Give me the Raiders by 6, 30-24 on the road. Next, we have, how about the Miami Dolphins? Tua Tagovailoa. First game beats that Rams defense. And they pretty much blew them out for the most part. They had a 28-7 lead. Held on 28-17. But they're visiting the Arizona Cardinals, who did just recently beat the Seahawks in their last game. Give me the Cardinals in a shootout by 7, 38-31. But I'm going to say this right now. I do have the Dolphins making the playoffs, surprisingly. Then we have a game I think that should be probably the biggest blowout of the week. Cowboys are without Dak Prescott. Andy Dalton's out on the COVID list. Ben DiNucci's not starting, so it's between Gilbert or Cooper Rush. Give me the Steelers in Dallas in a blowout, 45-24. Cowboys get their butts kicked. Cowboys are not going to win more than 3 or 4 games this year. But then you just wait for next year. If Dak Prescott stays healthy, he's going to be an animal. Then we have another game. It's a toss-up. Denver Broncos at Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons did just pull off a couple wins on the road, blew out the Vikings. Then they just went on the road last week and they beat the Panthers. Now they're at home visiting the Broncos. And most people think Falcons. Nah, give me the Broncos 26-21. Down 21-20, they get a touchdown, 26-21, 2-point conversion, no good. But they're able to hang on with a game-winning interception. Then we have our Sunday Night Football matchup. Good game. Probably the best game of the week. Maybe besides the Seahawks-Bills game. But Saints got the win in week 1 over the Bucs, but that was in New Orleans. Drew Brees is not the same Drew Brees that he has been. He's not been able to throw the ball real well. I still think this will be a good game, but give me Buccaneers by 4, 34-30. And their defense doing just enough in the end to stop the Saints offense. Then we go to the final game of the week. How about the New England Patriots at the New York Jets? Could I really pick the New York Jets to upset the New England Patriots, who are on a 4-game losing streak? I think I could, but I'm not. I'm taking the New England Patriots by 3, 23-20. They win some games. I don't see them winning more than 6 or 7 games this year. Cam Newton is just not the answer, and that's coming from someone who loves Cam Newton. I have loved him since he played for my Auburn Tigers. That's my favorite college football team right there. And he won the national championship for them. So I've been a fan of his ever since. But I just don't think he's the answer. I think he's more suited now to probably more be a backup for someone like an Aaron Rodgers maybe, or to Chicago, somewhere where he's got more weapons. He just doesn't have the great tight ends. He doesn't, Julian Edelman's out. He just doesn't have the same good receivers that he did. But I do think the Patriots escape with the game-winning field goal to win 23-20. So, also, last week was the first week that I did not correctly predict at least 9 games. For the first time, I went right at 500. I finished last week with a 7-7 record on predictions. And I do feel pretty good this week. Yes, even with my upsets. Yes, Colts upsetting the Ravens. Bills upsetting the Seahawks. And that's pretty much the main upsets, I guess I could say. And then maybe the Packers, you might consider that an upset, but I don't really consider that an upset with the Niners being without most of their offensive and defensive weapons. They just released Dante Pettis as well. But that's my thoughts and my predictions for this. Comment down below. Please like the video. Show your support. It's greatly appreciated. Love everyone who watches my videos, who enjoys them. And this is Dark Knight Studios signing off until next time.